Well, Rami and your audience, I can confirm to you that there is traffic right from the ready toll, the entry point of Entebbe International Airport, with many people coming in and, of course, those leaving after landing into the country. And just like you can see in my background, people are continuing to go in for check-ins, of course, and get their flights to leave the country. And I can still confirm that the Turkish airline was the first to land at Entebbe International Airport. That was at 3 a.m. But also the national carrier has managed to take two flights to the sky. One has gone to Mogadishu and another one has left to Nairobi. But with me is the public affairs manager for Civil Aviation Authority to just give us an insight of what the whole situation is at Entebbe International Airport. Vian, welcome with me to NTV at 1.
Thank you very much, Ivan.
How many flights are we going to see come into the country?
A total of 12 flights will be facilitated today. We have already had several flights coming in and out. You've mentioned Turkish Airlines, which was the first flight that landed at 3:55 a.m. and departed at 4:50 a.m. in the morning. It was followed by a Uganda Airlines flight to Mogadishu at about 6:30 a.m. We also had Qatar coming in and departing at about 8:30 a.m. It was followed by Uganda Airlines to Nairobi. We also had Fly Dubai at around 11 a.m. Taco Air should be airborne already. We are expecting several others, including Kenya Airways, Ethiopian Airlines, Rwanda Air, and Emirates, among others.
But what is the traffic like when you're talking about all these airlines coming in?
We are seeing some sizable numbers departing and arriving. We are optimistic that with time, these numbers will grow even more. For instance, aboard Uganda Airlines, we had over 30 passengers to Nairobi, and we are seeing quite a number of people in the background entering to depart. So the numbers are there, and we are optimistic that they will continue growing with time.
But we saw traffic at the entrance. There was jam, yes. And your cars there. Are you able to handle the capacity? Because even inside the airport, there is an overwhelming number. Are you able to handle the capacity, given that we have to work while following the SOPs?
Yes, we are able to handle the numbers. We have put in place the necessary measures, and that is why for airlines, you have seen on departure, we have spaced them. You almost have 2 hours between one departure. The same thing is happening on arrival. When one flight arrives, we have ample time before another arrives, so that we are able to handle those numbers specifically for a particular flight before we embark on numbers for another flight. But besides that, we have marked the terminal building for social distancing, so that those markings within the terminal are guiding passengers. We also have an enforcement team that is ensuring that on the ground, and all the other necessary SOPs are in place. Automated sanitization points are in different points within the terminal. The frequently touched surfaces are being disinfected regularly. We have erected glass shields at immigration and check-in counters to reduce on interface between passengers and the officers handling them.
Wow. Vian, thank you very much for talking to us.
You're welcome, Ivan.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, Vian Luja is the Civil Aviation Public Affairs Manager, just giving us an insight of what the whole day entails. Of course, when we have seen Entebbe International Airport return operations of the commercial flights into the country. But just like I told you, in my background, people are continuing to come for check-ins. There is also another tent being constructed to see that those that come, given the overwhelming numbers, people can have where they, wait from as they get to board their flights. We continue to keep tabs of what transpires. From me here at Entebbe International Airport, back to you in the studio. A very good afternoon. Yeah.